What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my little corner of YouTube where it's time to level me up. And today I am on a quest for this guy. I'm going to get Yondu, hopefully, maybe Nebula, hopefully 4-star. I would love it to be duped. But, yeah, let's just get right into crystal opening. As you can see here, I have plenty of units to spend on that. I'm just going to start off with, what do you say, 20? Let's do 20. Let's just see what 20 gets us. And I'm not going to be spinning them. I find that just takes way too long, if you've ever seen any of my other videos. Did get a 3-star hood, though, so that's pretty awesome. Get these guys all converted over. Now, one of the awesome parts about Yondu, so if you guys don't know, first of all, when we talk about his base stats, as a 4-star, rank 5, level 50, he'll end up having about 15,700 health. Now, his attack will be about 1100, so he not only has a bunch of health, but he will deal a lot of damage, which is pretty sweet. So there's a 3-star Yondu. Start us off. Not too bad with 20 crystals. He has a few different abilities. So he has Bleed, Armor Break, Heal Block, and Precision. So with Bleed, you definitely want to be able to have deep wounds, because that's going to end up helping that out. There's a couple of other things that end up happening with that. And because of his Yaka arrow. Alright, so that was our first 20 crystals. Let's do 20 more. Let's just see where that gets us. So with that Yaka arrow, it has a chance to poke holes, which cause the bleed. And then that bleed damage will be about 1100 over 7 seconds. If they're immune to bleed, then they suffer an armor break, so that's where that other ability comes in, which also lasts for 7 seconds. The arrow itself grants an additional 400 armor for you, and then block penetration, so it'll actually go through blocks. If you fought him over the last month, you know that. You can't really block it, you have to dodge. And then it'll crit hit, and the abilities will stack through the block as well. So, a couple of things there to note. Every attack that Yondu does has a chance to steal the target's armor. Now, supposedly, this will be allowed to trade for units later. Not 100% sure how that works. Oh, this is a terrible crystal opening. So we've opened up 40 crystals so far. Nowhere near... Only thing we've gotten was a 3-star Yondu. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what will end up happening, like how much units you'll be able to get, how exactly that all works, because that'll be pretty awesome. Also, every attack has a chance to generate 10% less power on the target for every debuff that they suffer from. So if you have 5 stacks of armor break, that's 50%, and that's the max that you'd be able to do. His heavy attack has a 50% positive offensive ability accuracy. Not entirely sure how that works, but it's kind of there. Okay, come on. We can do 20 more crystals. So this will be our third set of 20 crystals. See where we end up. Come on, 4-star. I know you want to give it to me. Oh, so we duped the hood. So that's pretty awesome right off the bat. But still no 4-star. Gonna keep going there. So, a couple of things to note with the special attacks. The first one is where the whistle just kind of shoots right at you. It gives a 100% chance to heal block for 10 seconds. And if it's regenerating, so like let's say you're fighting like Wolverine and he's regenerating, it inflicts a heal block for 20 seconds, so it'll cover up that and stop them from healing. The second special, is the strafing run from the Ravager shift, so he like whistles, the Yaka arrow hits you, and then you get hit by a missile, basically. With that one, there's 174 attack, so you gain 174 attack for each special attack that has already been activated in the fight by the enemy. So if you're fighting somebody that has, you know, like Doctor Strange, who is just bouncing you with special attack after special attack, you can get up to, I don't know, it says here there's a max of 15 times, so at 174 a pop, you'd be looking at about an extra 2,600 attack, which is pretty damn nice. Alright, so this is our last set of 20, so that makes 60 crystals so far. Still no 4-star Yondu. Or Nebula. Haven't even seen Nebula once. We did get the 3-star though, so that's pretty awesome. Alright. So let me get some more crystals here. Let's make this happen. Alright, so I am back and ready to go. So let's go for 20 more crystals. Let's see what we get. And so yeah, the special 2 there, pretty awesome. The third special gives you a chance for so it boosts your critical rating for 10 seconds, so it gives you 666 extra critical rating for 10 seconds. Oh, still no 4-star. Not a single 4-star yet. And then, being damaged by the Yaka arrow so badly, enemies are unable to trigger abilities during their special attacks. So, that definitely can slow down a number of people there. Now, his signature ability, once you duplicate him, if that ever happens, basically causes enemies activating a special attack to suffer from a weakness. That debuff can stack, and it reduces attack by 30% for 5 seconds. Getting all kinds of special offers today. Okay. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do, but yeah, let's do that anyways. Come on, 4-star. You know you want to show up. So we duped our 3-stars, that's pretty awesome. But still no 4-star there. Got a number of 3-stars there, which was pretty nice. Now, Yondu does have some synergy bonuses there. He synergizes with Nightcrawler and Beast, giving 400 block penetration to all champions in the unit, or in the group. Rocket Raccoon gives you another 130 armor rating. And then Ronin gives you 155 critical rating. And then lastly, his 4th synergy is Star-Lord. I know there were some bugs with this earlier. Come on, 4-star. 4-star, 4-star. Oh, still nothing. Still nothing. But Star-Lord, I know there were some bugs earlier with that, but when it all works out, he will give an additional 115 critical damage rating. Now, based off of his abilities, we know that there are some good masteries that can go with this. The first one is, of course, Deep Wounds, because you'll be able to get that longer bleed damage going on. It increases the duration, increases the damage output, so that's all obviously good. It increases the duration of his power gain reduction as well. So he kind of does a power gain reduction. Which is, you know, we talked about that way earlier. For each debuff that they suffer, they get 10% less power. So the longer they have bleed on them, the longer their power is going to be getting reduced. The next one is going to be Collar Tech, which is the tech-specific one. So we'll open up 10 crystals right here just by itself. See what happens. Come on, 4-star. You know you want it. You know you want it. But, yeah, so Collar Tech is really good. It will add to the opponent's power generation reduction overall throughout the entire fight. And then the last really good, got a 4... So first, got a 4-star Deadpool. Very cool. Secondly, got a 4-star Nebula. Apparently, I'm going to be getting a Nebula instead of a Yondu. Who knew? Who knew? We still got some more units left, though, so, yeah. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can get a 4-star Yondu as well. But the third mastery that's really good for Yondu is, it's actually 2 different masteries that are one right next to each other. It'll be on the defense profile, I believe. And, it'll be Resonate and Inequity. And that basically, the 2 masteries basically increase the number of debuffs he can place, but also give an additional fetch to all of his debuffs that he ends up placing. So all of that can be really, really helpful. Now, for Nebula, since I got Nebula, let's talk about Nebula, because she can be awesome as well. Come on. Where's Yondu? Yondu is elusive. He is evading me every step of the way. But Nebula, when she is 4-star, rank 5, level 50, her health is going to be 14,596. Her attack is going to be 1,216. Now, Nebula has some cool abilities. Passively, she will have 2 self-repair charges that activate when an opponent deals more than 110% of their attack in a single hit. So, if somebody does a crit on her, then that's when it's all going to end up getting started there. That's when her self-repair is going to actually get started. Kind of like Ultron, kind of. Next, her other passive ability, so first she has a full immunity to poison and bleed effects, so people that are, like, deep wounds heavy won't be able to do anything to her. And then the ability accuracy of robots is reduced by 20% for every electroshock charge that she has. So you can... Oh, there he is. Finally. So that took 1,800 units. The cost on that is basically $600. But there he is. 4-star. And then, of course, I got the 3-star Nebula as well. So that's pretty cool. It'll be back to the arena to grind. Hopefully we can dupe him that way. I doubt it, though, because in the arena we're probably going to be expecting to... You probably need to have, like, 20 million points. It's going to be outrageous. I would say at least 10 million to get him for sure. I'm not near there, but yes, that's gonna be a fun grind because there's only a couple days left on that. So a pretty good pull, you know, overall. I mean, we got the 4-star Nebula, 4-star Yondu, 4-star Deadpool. Not so bad overall. Looks like I got some more shard crystals as well. We got a 3-star and 4-star. I'm saving up for my 5-star here. I'm not sure if I want to do a 5-star try for Yondu or if I want to just get 2 from the basic pool. I'm waiting until the end of May like I think everyone should. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens in June, guys. I'm going to spin this one really quick because this one's fast. But, back to Nebula. So, robots will have... Oh, hey, look at that. A Moon Knight. He's not so bad. He could be better. But I can add him to the collection. So, hey, there you go. So, robots have a reduced 20%, or their ability accuracy is reduced by 20% for every electroshock charge. For Nebula to gain electroshock charges, she just basically has to block. You just hold your block and her weapon will just charge and charge and charge, and every second she'll gain an electroshock charge. So if she gets 5, their ability accuracy is effectively reduced by about 100%. Well-timed blocks cause Nebula to expend all of those electroshock charges that she has, dealing $480 damage over 6 seconds. Now, I believe that's per charge, so if, like, let's say in the example where you have 5 charges, that would be 2,400 damage over 6 seconds, which could be very helpful over the course of a long fight for sure. Her heavy attack also shocks her opponent, dealing 480 damage over 6 seconds, so it's just like adding another one of those electroshock charges every time she does her heavy attack. Let's get these 3 stars just so I can open them all up. Now, alright, so now that we have all those crystals opened, let's go take a look at our champions real quick. Nebula is, I think she's going to be pretty fantastic. She's going to be, like, on par with, like, Vision or, Magic, or any of those guys that are really power drain heavy. I think that's going to be pretty fantastic. So first of all, here is Yondu. Starts off pretty small, health not so big, attack not so big, but of course we will get this guy upgraded. Here's kind of a quick look at his abilities. This is everything we talked about. Alright, and then one real quick look here at Nebula. I may go one more round just to see if I can dupe these guys, because that would be fantastic. A duped Nebula. So first, let's finish talking about her abilities here. So her signature ability, which we didn't quite get into, is cybernetic enhancements, and so anytime she runs out of self-repair charges, she recalibrates her implants, granting her an 80% chance to regain a charge every 10 seconds. So that is pretty fantastic for the really long haul. Here's the passive abilities that we talked about there. Here's how she gains those electro charges. Now it starts off at 100.8 damage, and then it'll eventually be 486, so whenever she's maxed out. And then here's the special attacks we haven't quite talked about, but the first one inflicts power lock. It's a short power lock. It starts off at 1 second, it'll stay 1 second forever, and then power drain depletes up to 3.5% of the target's max power per shock debuff. So if you can get a bunch of shock debuffs, you can definitely drain a ton of power there. Special 2 doubles the amount of shock debuffs on the opponent, dealing 200 damage for each one over 3 seconds. That's pretty nice. That will eventually get up to 900 damage for each one. So basically an extra 1,000 damage per shock debuff that you can put on them. That can be pretty fantastic, especially for like bosses. And then the last special attack there is she overcharges her power generator for 10 seconds, inflicting shock when in contact with the opponent. So basically every hit after you do your special 3 will give shock damage. Starts off dealing 200 damage per shock debuff. 100 damage over 3 seconds, and then that'll eventually get up to 480 energy damage over 3 seconds. Now she has some of the same synergies there, but one of the ones that looks really awesome here is the Gamora one. So if you have Gamora on your team, with her, you get 6% health, plus all champions get that 90 critical damage rating. Here's a quick look at just the other ones there, Star-Lord and Rocket, and then Drax, and then lastly, Thanos, if you are one of the lucky ones that have him. Now, not a whole lot when it comes to recommended masteries with her. The first one is going to be Recovery. While it doesn't help her necessarily, like, I actually have to pull up the mastery because I don't remember entirely what Recovery is, but the main reason why you want Recovery is because it'll increase the potency every time she has self-repair charges. I believe that one's in defense right there. So it increases any health your champions recover during a fight by 15%. So that's the main reason why you would want that one. And then the other one that you'd want to have, which is something you should always have, is Parry. Parry basically will not only stun them, but it'll help you learning how to do a well-timed block. So those are kind of the two things there. Let's go one more round and see if we can duplicate these guys. Alright, so right here we're going to go 10 crystals at a time. We're just going to see maybe if we might be able to dupe them or not. I mean, hopefully so, but let's see exactly what happens here. So first round, got another 3-star Yondu. And, oh, a 3-star Hyperion. I have not had one of those yet, so that's pretty awesome. Not a bad pull there, a few 3-stars. And, of course, the Hyperion, so that's pretty cool. And then, oh, do 10 more here. So got another 3-star Nebula, duped her, but no 4-star dupes. So many 2-stars there. Alright, let's see. Come on. 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh, another 3. Got those 3s coming out like crazy, but speed this up a little. I think Yondu is going to make a pretty fantastic attacker. Nebula, I think, could make a pretty awesome AW boss once she's fully up there. And once she's fully duped, you know, like 99 signature ability. Well, a 3-star Black Widow and a 3-star Vision. Looks like we're not going to be getting any more 4-stars. That's really how I feel about this. What would probably be better is using the rest of these units just for, like, gold, because I have plenty of ISO, and this way I could go and level them all the way up to at least 330, you know? Alright, second to last round. Let's see what happens. Come on, 4-star. I have a bad feeling about this one. Oh, there it is. We got a 4-star Nebula. So we duped Nebula. Spectacular job there. Let's, man, that is fantastic. So a duped Nebula, so her ability is opened. Got some 5-star shards. Got her. There should be some, ton of ISO around here somewhere. There it is. Alright, one last time, going for a Yondu. 4-star dupe. Let's see if we can do this. Come on, Yondu. You know you want it. Oh, is it here? Is it here? Oh, it is not. Yondu has eluded us. I think it'll still be pretty awesome as a 330. I'm going to spend the rest of these units on gold, and yeah, that'll be pretty fantastic. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, stopping by. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you want to share this video out, hit that share button. Big shout out to OzDom and Kobikobs. They were both kind of talking about getting this crystal, and I kind of said to Kobikob not to because it is so very expensive, and just the chances with a single pull there of getting anything pretty slim, as you can tell. You're pretty much buying a whole bunch of 2-stars. So big shout out to you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thanks for stopping by.